So during Title Update 22, we were given multiple buffs, multiple nerfs, a new seasonal journey, a new manhunt, new priority objectives, a new gear set, new brand set, new weapon talents, new named items, etc. I know, it's a lot. And I've made a lot of videos trying to break down each and every part of this update because this update is stacked. However, I have not talked about the new exotics. And these new exotics are actually very good. They're both very viable and unique. So, without further ado, let's jump into this PTS and let me show you the new exotics that we're going to be getting next season. Here we go. What's going on YouTube? Kamikaze Von Doom here with another Division 2 video, so sit back, relax, grab that popcorn, don't forget to hit that like, subscribe if you haven't already, and let me know what you think in the comment section below. But in today's PTS video, I'm going to show you the two new exotics that are coming to the game in Year 6 Season 2. So I hope you enjoy. We only have two new exotics, so it should be fairly quick, but let's go ahead and jump into it. Now, our first exotic that we are going to go over is the Strega. This is the new exotic assault rifle, and it is the FAL variant. Now, this one, 700 RPM and a 40 round magazine with a pretty beefy base damage. Now, I was only able to test this build with swap speed because there were no exotic blueprints added to the PTS, so I was not able to reconfigure this one to change the bottom attribute. So I did have to use this one with swap speed. However, it was all about the talent, and the talent is working perfectly. I like it. The only problem is practicality, and I'll talk about that here in a second. So the talent for this new exotic AR is called Unnerve. So killing an enemy will apply a mark to all other enemies within 20 meters. You can apply multiple marks per enemy. All you have to do is kill all the other ones, obviously. But each mark will deal 15% amplified damage. So you can get upwards of 70% amplified damage if you killed 5 of his buddies. So if it's down to you and Steve's like, "Come on, man, don't do it," and you've already taken out 5 of Steve's buddies, you're pretty much going to kill him with one bullet because it's going to be 70% amplified damage. And sorry, Steve, but you gotta go. You know what I mean? This weapon overall feels for it. Me personally, I'm not a huge fan. It shoots too slow and it has too slow of a magazine. And if I'm going to use something like that, I might as well use the Bighorn because the Bighorn shoots quicker and does a hell of a lot more damage. Not only that, but the Bighorn just got a big buff. So as long as you can hit your headshots, you're going to be doing some insane damage numbers. And that's to everybody. Where this Unnerve talent on the Strega, it does sound cool, but in reality, it's not going to work that well. Because even in a perfect encounter in an open world situation, you'll have 5 enemies total. And even then, you're not even going to get the full potential of this talent. It sounds cool, but you're probably just going to get 15 to 30% amplified damage max. And that's being generous. So with that small magazine size and the fact that you're only going to get maybe 1 or 2 stacks max, hey, you're better off using even the capacitor, where the capacitor has a low magazine size, but it's still higher than the Strega. It shoots the exact same amount, the RPM. However, the capacitor then gets boosted by the amount of skill tiers you have. Not only that, but the capacitor also gives you skill damage, and it comes with damage to armor and damage to targets at a cover. So that's a better option than the Strega. The Bighorn's a better option than the Strega. And don't even get me started with the Eagle Bearer. Eagle Bearer is going to be top tier right now. So that's your new exotic weapon. I mean, it's not bad. Let me show you what it looks like in the firing range. It does work. and it does hit hard, but the magazine size, in my opinion, is just too low. And the fact that you have to keep killing enemies that to get more marks, it's just not practical. Um, Maybe in like a raid situation where you're killing like snipers and then you're trying to kill like a boss enemy. But check this out. So, and you can see how it marks all the other enemies around. And then it just keeps marking them over and over. And then this goes up to 5. So just remember that. And that's how the Strega works. Now, the other exotic item is the holster. So this is a really, really cool holster. It's a really, really strong holster, and it's going to get even stronger when it's in the full game. So let me explain, because I wanted to start with that AR just to kind of like put your expectations low, because this holster is really, really good. It'll boost your expectations way up high. So this is called the Centurion's Scabbard. So I was told that that's the the hilt version, the hilt part of your sword, right? The scabbard. I don't know. I forget. Just going off of comments, I probably should have Googled that before I even got on here. Now, what makes this holster so cool is it goes with all reds, so that's already a plus. But then this talent is ridiculously cool. But let's start with the attributes, okay? So the attributes: weapon damage, weapon handling, crit chance. This is pretty much the best combination you could possibly have for a swap speed weapon handling build. It's the best combination you could possibly ask for. I mean, maybe an armor core just to be a little tanky, but you don't need it. Weapon damage is just fine. So, right off the bat, perfect attributes, in my opinion, and I'll show you why here in a second, because it's amazing. That's why. But the talent is called Counter. All right. This talent is really, 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 really cool. So, swapping your weapon will give you two different bonuses. You have your first bonus and then your second bonus. So, the first time you swap weapons, you get rate of fire and weapon damage. So, right off the bat, you're shooting faster and you're hitting harder on your secondary weapon. Now, on the next reload, that gives you magazine size and reload speed. So, for example, let me just show you the build. So, here's the build I was using. All right. So, let me just explain the mechanic and then we'll get back to the holster. So, I start with the SMG. I swap to the Pestilence. That gives me more rate of fire and more weapon damage. That immediately helps out my overall ticks and everything for the Pestilence. Then I swap back to the Vector, okay? And then swapping back to the Vector, I get more magazine size and reload speed. So it's shoot them with the Vector, swap to the Pestilence, get crazy amount of damage and ticks, swap back to the Vector, reload quicker, have a bigger magazine size, and you're good to go. See you later. Now it says the bonus will remain active for 8 seconds or until the next weapon swap. So it's so easy, in my opinion. What I do is I'll use the Vector, I'll mow them down, and then I'll swap to the Pestilence, shoot out the entire magazine, which is going to be faster than the 8 seconds, and then swap back, and then back, and then back. You can just keep going. It's a lot of fun. It is a lot of fun. And then when you pair it up with other talents for swapping, like Gunslinger and like the brand new Perfect Versatile that gives you more swap speed, then things start to get crazy fun. Now, looking at the stats just on this one, real quick, I'll spoil this build just a little bit before I do a full breakdown. But this one has 63% weapon handling before the swap speed bonus on the backpack. And that bonus gets us up to 93% total swap speed. And we're getting all of those bonuses and everything in between. It's a lot of fun. This new exotic holster, A1, Chef's Kiss. Good job, devs. Good job. I'll even clap to that one. Good job, devs. As far as the new exotic AR, the Strega, no, I'm not. I do not like it. It's not good. Not good at all. I remember during the live stream, we tested it out with Negotiator's Dilemma, was not that great. We tested it out with Hunter's Fury, again, meh. We tested it out with Umbra, which was actually pretty nice for the RPM, but then still the magazine size is just too small. And even on a build like the one I have on right now, it bumps it up to 66 magazine size, and that's pretty damn strong. But even then, you have to work it with certain niche builds. I don't know. It's okay. I'm not sold yet, but it is fun to use in PvE in some situations. But as far as this exotic holster, a lot of fun, really cool. I could see myself using this with multiple builds, not just like one in particular build, but I could use this for multiple builds. This is a very strong holster. I like it a lot. Highly recommend. Let me know what you think in the comment section below, but that is me breaking down both of the new exotics coming to the game in Title Update 22, and this is set to go live in October. And yeah, this is only phase one of the PTS, so we will have another phase, and I will update you if anything else changes. But again, let me know what you think. Shout out where you're from. I'm Kamikaze Von Doom. Take care. Peace out.